Well, today is pickup day for the new MG4. I got up early for my traditional Saturday drive out to the country. I'm in my old, very noisy, very uncomfortable, very low and loud S15 Sylvia. But no, looking forward to it this afternoon. Tina's car, we've had it for nearly 10 years now, and it's just time for a change. Actually, her current car, the i30, has been very reliable. But it's time for a change. We're going to go EV. We've got the Tesla, that's my daily, and the MG4 is going to be her daily driver. Right, after a little delay, here we are. It's collection day. How exciting, what a beautiful day for it. So what we got here is the Excite 51 in Brixton Blue. There aren't many on the roads at the moment. I have not seen a single one driving around out in the wild yet. So if you see us, give us a wave, say hi. Beautiful colour, first time we've seen it really in the flesh. We've got 17-inch wheels, we've got black highlights around it as well. LED lights, I think they may turn on. No, they won't. Car's fully charged, which is nice to see. We've already done an inspection and a walk around actually, so everything's in really good condition. If you haven't already, go there. Some good information there for you to see. This is the Brixton Blue. Like I said, it's called a metallic paint. It's actually more like a flat paint, I feel. But it looks fantastic in the shade, and I'm sure it'll look equally good when we get it out into the sun as well. Have a look at the front end of this thing. It looks amazing, really sharp, clean, modern. Quite a low front splitter too, and I know a lot of people have said there's a problem with the under tray, but if we have a look underneath, now it's not actually immediately clear, but that's actually quite flat all the way around there. You can actually kind of see where the battery pack sits as well. Again, great LED lights to be a really nice upgrade from the current i30 that we're driving here. Interior, nice blue stitching, which also matches the blue paint, of course. It's an electric car, just in case you forgot. When we sit on the inside here, listen to that beautiful thunk. And I don't know if Tina's already connected her phone up to this car. How do I turn the volume down? Let's put it down a little bit. So we're at 100% charge. We're listening to some terrible radio station. Going to get rid of that pretty soon too. Android Auto ready to go. And we've got how many kilometers here? 17. Oh my god, it's not a new car anymore. Obviously we're not going anywhere at the moment. 100% charge. Ignore that 402k, because range is never really predictable, right? I could bang this on a racetrack, get half of that maybe. We're going to set up everything later on. We've done an inspection on the car, like I said, a couple of keys here, and hey, really happy with everything so far. There was a whole lot of things we checked, from paint, panel gaps, wheels, trim, lights, windows, every little switch, button, window wiper, etc. Passed with flying colours. Salesman here, very friendly, very helpful. So collection day for our MG4 project car / daily driver for the wife. Really, actually a beautiful little thing for the money. And the colour, like I said, you got to see it in person. The photos, I've seen a lot of photos and videos of the Brixton Blue. You cannot really get a feel for it until you see it in the shade and in the sunlight. Right, well, we got home in one piece, which is always a good thing to have. Yeah, really nice drive home. Surprisingly good acceleration, actually, in normal mode. Not quite as fast as a base Model 3, but you know what? Not far off. It's really quite nippy for a little hatchback. Again, this is the 51 Excite model, the base model of the range. So what we might do is, well, let's review first. We've put a deposit for this back about end of June 2023, before the Victorian Government decided to scrap the electric vehicle subsidy. Interesting to hear that New South Wales is going to do that too from early on next year. We had a test drive of a long range 77. You can see that in my other videos. That was done about mid-August. Initially the colour that we picked was orange. It's still an amazing colour. Then we changed it to white, and then after test drive we changed it to blue again. So from mid-August to actual delivery, that was about mid-September, sorry, yesterday, 16th of September, and the car was ready and picked up. What we're going to do, we're going to have a little walk around the car now. Didn't record the actual inspection because that took a long time and we didn't want to hold everyone else up anyway. Colour is Brixton Blue, looks fantastic in the shade and in the sunlight as well. What you want to do with any new car purchase, and you know, the inspection for this car, that took about an hour to do in a really big checklist. You know, look for things like panel gaps. You want to make sure it's reasonably consistent all the way around. You'll always get a tighter gap here between the bumper and the body because that doesn't move, and of course that does. Make sure that, you know, you can open the charge flap and everything. It's quite nice, a little plug to cover up the DC charging ports there. Make sure that the plastic trim here is attached nicely all the way around. I think in the showroom walk around video I showed you the under tray which actually fit quite well. There's no gaps or anything around that one there. Have a look at all your wheels and tyres, make sure the wheel covers are in good condition. You know, no scratches on the rim or anything like that. These are actually a pretty good brand, Continental. The Tesla that comes with Michelin, but yeah, Continental's 215/50 R17. Let's zoom out a little bit too. I tell you what, the looks in this car is really amazing. I love the front end of it. Sharp, clean, modern, really, actually quite aggressive. And then you look at the Tesla, it looks like it's fine, but it doesn't look as good as the Model 3, I reckon. Look at this thing. So again, colour in the shade really quite nice, and it shows off the black sort of trim, the black bumper here, sort of like almost a carbon fibre fake sort of insert, but yeah, quite nice detailing. The base model doesn't have the indicators here, I don't think, but again, nice gloss black to show off against the blue, blackened inner headlights, blackened mirrors. Let's go around here. Oh, and of course the base model does not have the two-tone roof. It's got a plain or body-coloured roof there, which is actually fine. I actually quite like it. Kind of wish it had the rear spoiler, which it doesn't, but I've got plans to bring in one from overseas anyway. We'll get that done. Overall, what else can I say about the delivery? Car not really spotlessly clean. When I received it, like obviously someone had given it a bit of a wash, but it hadn't really dried it off properly, so there's a lot of watermarks and whatever left on the paint. There was a fair bit of dirt and dust on the roof. One thing which I didn't pick up on at the time is that you have to be really careful of all these glossed black plasticky things. So this mirror is actually pretty good. There's a gloss black inside on the shifter surround, but the worst problem was actually here on the back panels and these gloss black bits here. Honestly, car manufacturers, stop it. Just stop giving us gloss black plastic. It looks good for about 3 seconds, then it looks crappy. You won't see it in this video. I'm going to take a photo of it and insert it about now. But there is a lot of swirling all along here, and I know what happened there. They had their quote-unquote detailer run their rotary or orbital polisher across the car, which is standard for delivery, but you know, they don't have time to mask off every black plastic thing, which is what you should do if you know what you're doing and want to do a good job. You'd mask it off so to avoid any damage. So these matte black trims here, which are kind of rubbery, they're fine, they won't show up anything, but these shiny black plastic things will show up everything, and there's a lot of marring on that. There's holograms or scratches on through there. There's scratches all the way through here, and again, you probably won't see in this video. I'll take a photo and upload it or insert it as well. Yeah, this is going to scratch like nothing else, right? And all that stuff there. Not a fault of the dealership, just really a consequence of the kind of choices made. Is it a problem? Look, I'm pretty fussy. I love to do a lot of detailing. There you go. Now you can see all the hologramming light scratches. And again, not blaming the detailer for that. It's just how it is. do blame the detail for not masking it off, because that's going to need a bit of rectification, which I'm going to do myself. I don't want to. I wouldn't even bring it up to the dealership, because honestly, in their effort to try and fix it, they'll probably make it worse. So I'd rather fix it myself. I'm pretty good with cars and detailing, and hey, we've got all the gear here, and we've got all the equipment up there on the wall. So yeah, we'll cover that in another video. Yeah, slightly annoying, not the end of the world. Wouldn't really make it a big deal. The other thing too is the mounting of the rear number plate. This plastic, whatever you want to call it, it is sort of leaning on the paint a bit. Don't like that. You'll inevitably get a bit of movement. It will rub into the paint. So I'm going to get some spacers. I'm going to bring that out a centimetre or so, and put some foam behind it to stop it jiggling around and causing any kind of issues. What else? Yeah. This gloss plastic, I'll tidy it up, I'll polish it, detail it, might even wrap it. I could wrap it body colour or not. We'll see. What else are we going to talk about here? I know, I'm just about to come to the end of this. This is just a really quick video to finish off. It's been a long day, kind of tired. What are we going to cover in future videos? I just sort of stuck in a dash cam temporarily. I do all my own electrical wiring and stuff for dash cams. It's really easy, come on, it's not hard. So what I'll do is I'll do a video on how to install a 4K front and rear dash cam with a tap fuse that, you know, no alteration to the vehicle or anything required. It's really easy to run wires in and hide all that. Detailing, of course, we'll do a full wash, iron decontamination, paint correction, ceramic coating as well. Ceramic coated, I did the Tesla, amazing, great product. It's called C Quartz. You can buy it only $150 or so, and it gives it an amazing shine and makes it really easy to clean the car too. Other modifications, we probably put the upgraded wing at the back a little bit, and we might even look at the sound system. I'm pretty keen on having a good stereo. This one's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. Also got some wheels. These were on, I don't know, the old Mercedes back there. Apparently, stud pattern, same. So we'll see if they fit on this car. We'll also talk more about charging. Oh yeah, tell you what, let's have a look at the charger if I've still got it, the car open. Alright. So, when you get the car, make sure you got one of these. This is the standard MG charger. It is a, what's called a Type 2 plug, same as Tesla over there. Standard 10 amp socket plug in any power point at home you got, and in theory it charges your car. Apparently though, it's limited to about 7 or 8 amp, which means you're only going to get about maybe 1.5 kilowatts per hour, which is kind of slow. But you know, there's some safety requirements, whatever. Now the other thing too is this is hardwired in, so you can't actually change the tail or the plug here. And if you look at one of my earlier videos, I showed you where I put a 32 amp plug on the Tesla charger, and we're able to get 7 kilowatts per hour charge out of that, which is actually great. So this here, same Type 2 connector as the MG, so we will be able to plug it in the charge port over there. Very good. Yeah, lovely car, really nice drive, perfect replacement for wife's current hatchback, which is this i30. This has been really reliable, like a great car, cheap to run, never had a problem with it. But yeah, after one day in the new car, wife is like, no, let's keep the new car, let's keep the old car, so that's going to happen next. If you were looking for a discount code on a Tesla, go to my website there, my referral code's in there, get $750 off your Model Y. I'll get a little sort of sweetener in return too. As you can see, pretty decent touch space in here. You can fold the rear seats down. There is no spare tyre in this car. There is goo, right, which is fine. I haven't had need to use a spare tyre in a while. We'll also do some paint protective film at some stage. And yeah, let's talk about the interior infotainment stuff.